mantle too. Hey everyone, today we are decorating that fireplace mantle up there. It's fall right now, but we're going to make it to a Christmas theme, similar to the Christmas tree, a lot of red and different things incorporated. So let's get started. Without further ado, I'm going to give you some tips, tricks when decorating your fireplace mantle, and hopefully give you some inspiration. We are starting with using this family sign that I purchased from Big Lots. I always use the same family sign. I think I've used it for years, but I thought it was time to switch it up. And so I got the same saying, but it's kind of just a different style and vibe. And to make it more Christmas theme, I'm taking off the original wreath that came with it. Fortunately, it was just a tie-up that I had to untie. Then I went ahead and grabbed my glue gun to glue the family sign onto the arch. This can actually be done a step after if you're trying to do a similar type thing, because what I end up doing to make it a little bit more Christmas and festive, I put wreaths through the middle, entwining it, but it was easier if I would have just waited to do that. But it still worked out for the best. And you'll get what I mean as we finish up this, making the sign. So these actually light up, and I made sure that the electrical current edge is kind of towards the end that I'm going to be hooking it up. That way it just makes my life easier. It's closer to the electrical outlet or where I'm going to be connecting everything from. And so I just pulled in the wreath inside the little spaces of the arch and weaved them kind of in where I thought was necessary, and really just played around with it. One of the steps that I forgot to include is adding the red bulbs, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Literally, you just add whatever type of bulb you want that goes with your decoration and add it throughout the arch. And the way I had it connected was I just used a little ornament wire type thing and I hooked it onto the wreaths itself. I always try to work with my center decoration the most, especially for the fireplace, because that's what is going to draw your eyes up. A good tip when decorating your fireplace mantle is to kind of have everything laid out accordingly how you would like to put it on top of your fireplace mantle. That way you kind of have it prepared and an idea of the layout that you want done. So now I am clearing out my mantle to make room and space for all my new winter Christmas decoration that will go well with the Christmas tree that we have set up to the right. By the way, if you haven't already, check out my video on how I decorated my Christmas tree if you would like to know all the details and ins and outs, tips and tricks on decorating your Christmas tree if you haven't decorated that this year, or if you would like to get some ideas for next year. You never know. I'm showing you all a close-up of the family sign that we created in the beginning, and like I mentioned, I just added some little ornament balls to make it more festive and to go with my Christmas tree and kind of overall style and decoration of the living room. I don't know about you all, but every time I feel like Christmas comes creeping in and it's sooner than the previous year and it just comes by so quickly, I feel like I get so swamped and overwhelmed with my decoration because I'm still prepping for fall decoration, and next thing you know, Christmas decorations are out in the stores. Comment down below if you can relate. Now that we have everything cleared, just gonna clean up the space that we have, and oh my gosh, you all, I literally broke this thing. I mean, seriously, this is what I get. And that's me venting out my frustration. So moving on, we are going to put this on the top, and I have one more just to kind of have it flow to the edge so you can really see it, because I feel like because my fireplace is so high, and once I start putting in my items, you kind of start to lose sense of that beautiful wreath that we have there, because it gets covered by all the decorations, which I love, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I do wish that next time around I get to see a little bit more of this pretty wreath going on. So what do you think about the center of the fireplace mantle that we created together in the beginning? I thought it just kind of put everything together, because I really felt like the theme for the fireplace this year was more of like a let it snow with a bunch of different snowmen on the mantle. And then of course I'm gonna have my days until Christmas, which I keep updating. Till now, my husband's really good at updating it and making sure we are keeping up to our days and countdown of Christmas. Comment down below if you have an advent calendar. I would love to know. And let me know if you're as good as keeping up with the calendar, because I feel like I am not getting that great in terms of keeping up with myself. And now I'm putting that Merry Christmas sign onto the right. This I purchased from Big Lots, but I do end up changing it to It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year sign, because you can actually read it. Here, because it's black, it tends to get mixed in with the background. So this is when I decided, you know what, I really need something that I don't have to worry about being able to read. And when you're doing your fireplace, even though you have it laid out, it's always good to have, other items that you might want to incorporate, because as you're playing around, that's when you really know whether or not you're going to like it. Because I know, at least personally from my experience, it's not until it's up and I really see it that I get the whole visual picture. Until then, I can say, hey, this will look nice, but until it's added on to the actual fireplace stand, it's a 50-50% chance that I will use it or I will not use it. A trick I use for my fireplace mantle is to incorporate fairy lights, because as you see, the lights, half of it, it's like on the right side you have more light than you have on the left side. So to incorporate some more light to the left side, I had to add in my fairy lights to really balance out that lighting and, play around and see what works well for you. This snowman I got from Kohl's, which originally was going to be a gift, but I really liked it. But I'm trying to go to Kohl's again to see if I could buy the same thing as a gift if I want to use it. Wouldn't love a cute snowman. So I'm just putting this fella up here and trying to play around with the different snowmen on top, seeing what works best. Originally, when doing my fireplace, I didn't think that I would have a snowman-inspired fireplace, but I think it just turned out perfectly. These big ball ornaments I ended up wanting to put on the side, because in the middle I thought it would look off. So we ended up adding them onto the side, and I thought, why not? Because we have that little edge sticking out with the wreath, and to really kind of draw your eyes there, I incorporated the ornament ball right below. You can find these at Walmart. Now we are adding this cute Let It Snow sign. If you haven't seen my Christmas tree, my ribbon says Let It Snow all around in red and white. So I thought I definitely have to incorporate this somehow on the fireplace, and what better way than just to hang it. And one of the tips here is to use those wiring, because a lot of times if you want, tape doesn't do the best job unless it's duct tape and really get it on there. But another way to hang things like this on top of your fireplace or right kind of below it is to use the ornament hooks and use what you have. And now I'm just playing around with the spacing and making sure things don't fall, because that is one of the main keys. You don't want anything to fall from that fireplace, especially with mine being so high up. It could easily break. Things can easily break. So I am always very cautious when adding anything up there. Now we are adding these fillers all around. You know how much I love my fillers. Last year I put this all over the base, but this year I just wanted to focus on the mantle above and not really do too much on the bottom. And so I'm placing that sporadically here and there. And really just when I'm doing this, I just look for where I find empty spaces that I think needs a little bit of something jazz to kind of make it feel more cozy. Are you ready for the grand finale? Because we are basically done, and I am very excited to show you how it looks. As promised, here's the final look and how it looks during the daytime. Absolutely in love with this look. This year I actually didn't go as all out as I did last year, but I hope that this gave you some inspiration, because we only have a few more days till Christmas is here, and I just used whatever we had without purchasing too many new items this year due to several reasons. This year I incorporated tons of red and gold throughout my house, and especially in the family space that we have here. I also wanted to give you a quick glimpse of how the decorations look during the nighttime with all the lights shining upon the lovely family room, and it's still just as magical as it is in the daylight. Hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and see you till next time. Comment down below if you like what you see and if there's anything else that you would like me to show you. Thank you. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so very much for watching and taking the time to comment. Love engaging with you guys and chatting with you guys. So without further ado, I will let you enjoy the rest of your day. And with that being said, I'm gonna say goodbye.